Hi, I'm Danny Kruge, and this is Automating SQL Permissions, Scripting for Daily Audits and One-Click Deployment. So, who am I? As I said, Danny Kruge. I'm originally from the UK. I currently live in the Netherlands in a place called Leiden. I have 2 kids, and what do? I'm a SQL DBA, but I turned into a mission-critical engineer. I currently work for a company called Schuberg Philis, which is based in Amsterdam. My LinkedIn is on the image, so you can see that above if you want to connect with me. So, why would you use this? I built this myself, and this is just what we use throughout Schuberg for actually auditing purposes and for like SQL Server migration. So you can actually track every single level of permissions in SQL Server. You can use it for disaster recovery. Also, say someone accidentally deleted permissions. At least this way, you have a track record of who had permissions when and what. So if audit comes knocking on the door, you can also show who has exact permissions in which database. I want to do a quick demo of this to show you how easy it is to actually deploy. And also, I want to make this into an Azure SQL compatibility one as well, because at the moment, it's only compatible with SQL Server on-prem. But let me show you what you have is in my GitHub, is named under Mr. Kruge. There's SQL Server script permissions. Within here, what you'll get is a SQL script. If you copy the whole shebang, you should be able to dump it into here. This you can click as many times as you want. Just bear in mind when you do so, it will delete anything which is there because it will remove and restore the tables, etc. So if you want to run this multiple times, just make sure it is going to delete the tables which are in place and also the SQL Server agent job. So what it will do is create a bunch of tables. It will create 2 store procedures and a SQL Server agent, which I'll trigger. So this will create it. What you'll have is, as I explained, a SQL Server agent job that will run daily. You can modify that as you wish. This is nothing set in stone in this. You can play with it as you want. It's open source. I've linked it to DBA. If you want to change it from which database it goes to, you can just replace all. So if you search for DBA, replace all, and name it whatever name you would like. It's as simple as that, and then you can run it under which database. In the database, you'll see the 2 store procedures. One is to get all the actual permissions which are in place, and one is to script them all. The script one is the one you use when you want to report on it. I'll show that very soon. And there's a bunch of tables which it also creates to actually get the object level, row level, etc. You don't really need to deep dive into those. That's just for storage purposes. But if you want to execute this, what you can do is just go to execute store procedure. You get an option of if you want to choose which database you want to do it on. If you choose that, it will just return, say, master or MSDB or whatever user database you have. If you don't put that, it will grab all. If you do return days, say if you want to do 1, that won't work because it wants to go, it feels like that's in the future. It's based upon minuses. So you have to do like -1 or -5, how many days you want to go back. So I want to do -1 and say I want to grab everything from master. If I execute that, I get all the permissions listed out. Well, actually, because I just generated this, I haven't got any permissions yet. So if you run it from either the store procedure or from the SQL Server agent job, they do the same thing. It will grab all the permissions which are actually in place. If we go back to this one, we execute this, you now see it's populated. And it actually scripts it for you. So if you need to run this in a DR situation, you can grab these, select them all, and fire at will. And that means you get all the exact permissions which are in place. We used this for when we did a migration across data centers, and we moved from SQL Server 2017 to 2019. We could then see what permissions were on the source and what were going to the target, and made sure they were exactly the same. So this is all for master, but say you want to do it for all databases, you just rip out that line. I want to go back 1 day. I can just remove all this stuff because otherwise it doesn't like it. And also that comma, And what you get is all of them. And if I actually maximize this a bit, you'll see MSDB is there, and we can also see there should be Stack Overflow with many users also involved here. So Stack Overflow, DBA, and there. It's an easy tool. I hope you like it. Reach out if you have any questions, and coming soon will be a different version, which will be Azure. And here is the give me the code. So if you follow that URL, you'll find exactly what I was talking about. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.